Sure a whole lot about his dad's background, but his name was Joseph Forka. Joseph Forka, Fourka. And Joe Ayef, and coincidentally, his adoptive father's name was Joseph as well. Joseph Numa Aye. And so we don't really know a lot about his dad. We know a little about his mom, but he had a very rough upbringing and very not what you would typically expect. And fortunately for him, there was an organization known as the New York Foundling Hospital, and it was a Catholic organization ran by the Sisters of Charity, which was a Catholic organization that was founded by St. Elizabeth Ann Seton. And the main goal for that group was to take children from these difficult backgrounds and provide them with a better life. So it wasn't adoption as we know it today. It was not as regulated, but it was basically predating the adoption system. And they not only took in these children because they tended to be young children, and basically they would reach out to other Catholic diocese regions in the U.S. that were under the control of certain bishops, and if they had enough congregations that were interested in adoption, then they would send for an orphan train. And in Aya's case, he wound up getting sent to the Opelousas train station. The Aya family adopted him, and so Joseph Numa Aya and Eliza Aya. But Joseph Numa Aya passed away 2 years after he was adopted. And Eliza that raised him, she already had children of her own that were substantially older than Aya. But he was really close to one, Clarence Aya, one of his older brothers. And so it was her, but it was also the priest of the town, Youngsville, Father Johann Roge. He was very instrumental in providing for his early education, and also through his connection, he was able to go to attend the school Holy Cross in New Orleans, which at the time was a boarding school. And so at 12 years old, he went to Holy Cross and went from there till he graduated. And that his senior year was when Holy Cross had their first football team. And as quarterback, he got his first experience there. And then he graduated and went to St. Edward's College in Austin, Texas, which that school was also ran by the same Catholic organization known as the Congregation of Holy Cross. And this is the same group that founded Notre Dame University. So a lot of his coaches, when he was playing football, were from Notre Dame. They had played at Notre Dame, had coached at Notre Dame. So, for instance, his coach at St. Edward's had played the legendary Newt Rockne when Rockne was an assistant at Notre Dame. So he had a very well-established education background from Holy Cross, as well as football from Notre Dame. And so I was not ever able to find what the reason was for why he switched schools last minute, but I'm not sure if that's something we're ever going to know for sure. And got his first coaching job technically as a student coach at Southwestern his senior year. So he was still connected with football, and he would remain connected with football throughout his entire life. and from Southwestern he got an offer at Haynesville High School, which for anyone that's familiar with high school football,